course. That's like horror month.
Right. 31 days horror.
I was watching Candyman,
How the hell do you go live from Instagram?
the first one.
We had this problem last time, I remember.
What I'll click on my page?
Was it here?
No.
And here.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I was like, we had this problem before. Because it's not where it should be.
They changed it?
Yeah. Live used to be just a big ass button.
Yes, it was. I gotta go through this
Oh my
whole
God!
thing.
Did you see
Thirsty? I'm
all
thirsty.
all these white people upset about my?
I want what you eating.
Where did you get
Where
that
did you
from?
get that from?
Upstairs?
Football.
You? Do they have like burgers?
No.
Did it have shakes?
No. There's an ice cream spot that'll make you a shake though.
I don't have a mask.
Right by the door. You don't need a mask in the building no more.
That's just so scary. White people upstairs.
I need food.
Did you see all these white people upset about that Elvis post I put?
No, I must have missed
Oh
that.
my God! I'm like you.
I must have missed that.
I'm about to show you. I'm like, look. I don't think it's.
I don't want to be eating on the camera, but I'm hungry. Thank you.
Do this episode in like an hour and then go get food.
Yeah,
Talking about Candyman.
I'm gonna do that. Okay, let me go. Let me.
Damn!
I'm ready for. Oh, you set the car down?
Somebody must have reported it because it got taken down.
What?
Okay, I'm waiting for my people. We're telling your friends. Okay, good. I'm live. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Somebody got it taken down. So it was a picture of Elvis and Priscilla, and I guess he married.
Oh, I did.
Oh
see
my
that.
God! They're like, this is not the same as R. Kelly. I understand that.
See that.
I understand that, but
Yes,
I
I
don't
saw
think
that.
it's appropriate for anybody to be marrying a 14-year-old, whether it was consent or not.
Alright.
Oh, y'all not recording. Oh, okay. I have a question for you for an interview opportunity with We Did. They're trying to come October 12th. That's a Tuesday to interview some of the tenants.
What time?
Depends on what time you're available. So right now we have possibly 9:30.
In the morning?
Yes.
You got anything after 5?
No. The latest they'll be here is the latest appointment is at 12 because they want to be gone by 12:30.
I would not be doing it.
Okay. What about anybody else you think that'll be in here that can?
Nope.
Nope.
Both me and my partner won't be here until the afternoon.
Okay.
Getting it ready.
Okay.
Getting it
Thank
ready.
you. Sorry.
Why would let me have done it?
Oh,
Can
yeah.
I have a French fry?
Yeah, they got it taken down.
Like you eating in front of me, and I'm so
The
hungry.
picture's not there anymore.
Eat when it gets
Oh.
cold.
This is my
I'm
aunt,
ready.
and this
You
is
got it down.
these white people were really upset with me this morning. I
Girl,
don't
they
care.
get mad about everything.
I said if we can't dance to "Step in the Name of Love" anymore, then we shouldn't be dancing to "You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog" either.
You know, regardless of what he did,
I'm still gonna.
the music ain't guilty.
Yeah, I'm still gonna listen.
Just
to
like
his
I'm
music.
still gonna listen to Chris Brown, even though he
Right.
beat up Rihanna.
Right.
I mean, what the music?
Same thing.
I'm still gonna step in the name of love.
I can't listen to R. Kelly anyway.
I'm still gonna bump and grind.
The music is not, I can't be like,
Unfortunately, the music is affected because if you watch both of those surviving R. Kellys and you found out that certain songs he wrote based on certain situations,
this skipping is just driving me nuts.
It's not doing it on
It
here.
doesn't do it on
Yeah.
here, it does it in here. I don't know why it doesn't in here. Maybe because I got the quality entirely too high.
I don't even know when I'm supposed to like.
It's gonna stop on that.
I can't even dance.
It be knocking.
Man,
Whoever heard of some gangsta horror?
Huh? You said gangster horror? We were talking about that. We talked about that.
Some gangsta horror music. Like, this is
I'm gonna make a gangster horror movie.
crap horror.
Oh my god. That haunted house I was telling you guys about from my childhood that I thought was torn down. It's not. It's still
What?
there. It's on Zillow. Oh,
The actual house is on there?
yeah, I'm gonna show you guys.
Is it
oh,
for
we
sale?
here?
Yes.
We ready?
You
We
gonna
ready?
buy it?
No, it's $200,000.
What's up?
So,
I'm sorry, guys. We're talking about the haunted house from my childhood.
We
that's-
are back. First of all, we are back.
Yes.
Have y'all missed us? I hope y'all did.
Hopefully.
they did.
I hope y'all missed us. We are back. back, and it is October,
Yay!
our favorite month.
3 months.
Woo, spooky season.
Why did you have to sit those French fries right here?
Oh, well, okay. Then you gonna put it where I can't reach them.
Right.
Yes, we are back, you guys. Don't mind us. We are hungry.
I don't want to chew in the mic.
Yes, I hope you're hungry for horror too. So yeah, we just gonna talk about a whole bunch of stuff. But y'all know what we gonna start off with, though, right?
We have to.
Y'all already know what we watch. Normally, we start off every podcast with what is the last thing or the most recent horror movie that you watched.
But it was the last
But
thing
y'all
I
already
just
know
watched.
what we watched. Because we've been talking about it forever.
I actually did just watch it, though. That's funny. That is actually the last thing I just watched.
Well, it's not the last thing I watched, but we gonna talk about it, though. So, yes, you guys, we were talking about Candyman.
Nia DaCosta.
Yes, we have been waiting for this movie. We talked about this movie in every single podcast. Karina was like ready to beat him up because nothing was coming out. And you guys were with us on the whole, God, I can't wait till this movie come out.
But I understand why he didn't do it, though. I mean, I probably wouldn't have dropped it during COVID either, because I know that, like, when a movie has like sequels, it's usually based off of like how well it did in the box office.
Yeah.
And we definitely want a sequel.
Yeah.
I definitely want a sequel.
I honestly think, well, as to how this new Candyman ended, there's going to be a sequel to this new one. So what is your take on, if you guys have not seen the movie, you know that we do give spoilers. So I'm just going to give a spoiler alert to the whole goddamn episode.
Yes.
Everything that we're going to talk about, we just going to spoil everything.
Yeah, that's what we usually do.
I mean, y'all can listen, y'all can look at us, y'all can put it on mute. I don't know what y'all going to do, but
I mean, but most people, I think, too, that watch our podcast are interested in horror, but don't necessarily watch it.
Yeah,
anyways.
so you may not see it, so you may enjoy the spoilers. But what was your take on this Candyman movie?
I loved it. I thought it was very beautifully made. It was actually, for somebody like myself who does photography and wants to get into videography eventually down the line, it was very inspirational to me. And I loved that they actually made it like, it was kind of like a passing the torch, because we all know Tony Todd is old. Like, he's like 60 something. Not saying that 60's old, but you know,
he's older.
Yeah, he's older.
He's older.
And I loved how they paid homage to him and had him actually in the end. Like, it wasn't really advertised that Tony Todd was going to be in it. So
that was a huge shocker and a surprise.
I was like, yeah.
I think I was the only person in the theater, you know, because I went with my kids, my oldest kids, and when that part came on, because they don't really know about Candyman, but I was like, Tony Todd,
right?
And my daughter like looked over at me, and I'm like,
who
dude, this
the
is
hell
a
is
legend.
that?
Like, this is the
Right.
original Candyman. Like,
Yes.
well, of course I'm gonna be excited, but you know, I thought the movie was also beautiful. There were some parts that kind of had me like, you know, you could have left that out.
Yeah.
The guy behind me, he fell asleep.
Okay, let me tell you my backstory about Candyman. Okay, so first of all, my boyfriend's brother actually rented out a movie theater for us to go see it. So I'm like so excited. I'm like, yes, like, you know, I'm ready. So tell me why my boyfriend went to the wrong movie theater.
What?
Yes. So he was like, okay, we can still go. I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I cannot
I
watch.
need to see the previews.
Right. I need to see the previews, and I need to see the whole
I need
movie.
to get my food. I need to get in there before they turn the lights down, and I need to see all the previews.
So we didn't end up going. Yeah, it was awful. Like,
Aww.
so I'm like, you need to take me later on tonight, and he didn't. You know, because I'm like, you don't understand how big of a, like, well, he should understand because he should be watching my podcast.
Yeah, so I mean, we know.
Right. So he should have known like how big of a deal this was to me. So we ended up going like during the week. Why did he fall asleep?
What? My son ended up falling asleep. after the guy behind us fell asleep, and the guy was snoring so loud, and I'm just like, and it wasn't that late. We went to like a 7:00 movie.
I fell asleep in a movie
But
before.
you know, it was kind of during those parts in the movie where they could have like left that out. So
Yeah.
I can kind of, I mean, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I see why you fell asleep, but I don't know. Only because I love horror movies where it just keeps me,
Intrigued.
intrigued throughout the whole movie, and I need action throughout the movie. I need suspense. I need something.
Mm-hmm.
And there were just parts. It was almost like a horror love.
Well, that's
Well,
what
it is
the
a horror
original
love,
kind of was.
But it was so, there were parts where I was like, okay, he has to be something. Like the fact that it took like almost the end of the movie for me to be like, oh, that's the baby.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
It was like, I don't know. There were some parts of it that was like, would I watch it again? You know, maybe if it came on TV.
I have watched it like 100 times because there are even today when I watched it, there was a part where I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even know that was right there. Like,
Yeah.
and you have, to me, when anything that has to do with Jordan Peele, you have to watch it
You
like
do
several
have to
times.
watch it at least 2 or 3 times. But the kills, though, because, you know, I love me some good kills.
Yeah.
I liked the kills.
The only kill that I kind of was disappointed with was the bathroom scene. I wanted to see them like get gutted, not through a
Yeah.
mirror either. Like I wanted to see.
I did like how it was, you know, we couldn't see the entity.
Well,
only
and there's a
like,
reason behind that.
through the mirror.
Yeah.
So I did enjoy that. I thought the art gallery kill.
Yeah, that was really creative.
really, really good. So yeah, I like. Props to that.
I liked the using of the puppets to tell like the backstories. I thought I loved that. I thought that was so creative.
Yeah.
I like that they actually like they made the movie. Like they kind of made Candyman a superhero if you think about it.
Yeah,
Like
they did.
if I get arrested, and some bogus shit's going on. I guess I'm just gonna look in the mirror and say Candyman so he comes save me.
Right? It was just like, oh shit. She's like, my man is Candyman.
Right.
What? You saying something to me?
Yep, right.
Candyman.
Right. Come on, babe. Kill these.
Right.
Kill 'em.
So yeah, that was. You know, I'm happy. I'm finally happy that it came out. We had it. I don't really know what the whole, you know, how much it brought in after that.
25 million, I believe.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah, they did really good. So, I also like that they've made like when the guy said like Candyman is the whole hive, how there are now like multiple Candymans, and they
Yes.
actually took real stories from history. If you watch the ending credits where they were showing like the different stories, those are based off of true stories.
Yeah.
Especially the one about the little boy. They actually were talking about George Stington. I don't know his last name, but he actually was the youngest person to be executed.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
him.
they paid homage to him. They paid homage to somebody else named William Bell, I believe. So I liked how they paid homage to people who have been lynched or killed because of police brutality. A lot
Yeah,
of
I
they
did
tied
like
a
that
lot
too.
of like what's going on in the world
Which
now.
I feel like if they would not have prolonged this movie from coming out, would we have had all of that?
I think so. I think the only thing that I did not like about the movie was I don't understand why they made like that guy, from the laundromat, like make him into
yeah.
Candyman.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that, he was the reason why that poor man the guy with the hook, he was so cute to me when he was scared. Like I was like, oh, they're gonna kill
He just
him.
wants to give you some candy.
Right. I felt so bad. Like they did so good. Like, and actually if you watch the first movie, there is a scene in the movie where there are candies on the ground with razors in them. So I thought that was tight how they incorporated that. It just shows that she really paid attention to the first movie.
Yes, and it didn't stray too far away. Like the thing with me is like when they do a reboot or they do a revamping of an old movie and they get like far away from that original movie
Yeah.
and it's like completely different. Like I don't like when they do that. I like when
I
you,
think
when
that-
you
I
kind of stay true to like
Yeah.
the original and kind of
I think they kind of did that with the other two sequels. Like why are we in New Orleans? Like I get that.
Now the sequels were like way. Hopefully, this new Candyman sequel will be a little bit better than the older sequels. They were way off, which takes me to one of the last movies that I've watched, because I've been watching series and television shows and things like that. But during the previews for the actual Candyman, they showed a preview that I've only seen twice on TV for the movie Malignant.
Yes, I watched it.
So I watched this whack ass movie. I thought
Tone.
it was
Where are our previews?
I did not like it. Do you have one for Malignant?
Yeah, I sent them.
Really talked all the way through Candyman.
Right, and you didn't show it.
Over there.
And you didn't show a preview.
Because the previews are on that computer.
Well, get over it.
So
Okay.
let me talk about Malignant, and then
Malignant, she didn't see no video at all.
I did.
I told you I'm just what y'all we
It
getting
did not
we
suck.
getting it together. So I did not like Malignant. Let me tell you why I didn't like Malignant. So Malignant, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's this woman who is having visions of like murders. And the visions, they almost take her into, to me, which seems like this like alternate reality type thing. And she wakes up and she's not really knowing what happened. The reason why I didn't like the movie is because it just, when this first started out, I thought it was like not the movie. Like
Yeah, I was kind of
when they were like in
confused.
the hospital and they first started out, I had to like pause it to be like, am I watching
The right
Malignant?
thing?
Like,
Right.
I thought it was like a commercial, or I didn't even know what it was. So when the movie first started, it didn't even seem like the movie. And then this monster entity ghost thing looked
With panda bear socks on.
yeah, didn't it? I was like, what is this? It kind of reminded me of like Goosebumps,
Yeah.
like a for kids, like a Goosebumps kids horror movie, But I could be committed, so I did watch it. I did not like it. It was not what I thought it was going to be. Now, when I saw the preview, I was like, oh snap, I gotta see that. Oh, that's gonna be good. I am so happy that I did not pay my money to actually go see it in the movie theater, because I would have been one of those people that would have walked out. And rarely do I walk out of movies, but I would have been like, I ain't doing
I
this.
should have walked out of Old. That was.
I still have not seen that yet, but I went ahead and got HBO Max, and I watched Malignant on there, and I'm like, I'm so happy that I'm watching this at home, and I did not pay my money to see it because it was not worth a movie ticket. It was just
Okay. I liked the twist of Malignant. Like, I didn't see that coming. Like, oh shit, and I liked. Okay, so the twist is that the killer or whatever's going on, because it was kind of confusing for the
it was
previews.
very weird.
Is actually like a parasitical twin. So
Yeah, it was weird.
it was like attached to the back of her head, and they removed it, but they didn't get all of it. And in the beginning, first of all, her husband was a dick. I was glad he got killed because, first of all, she is pregnant. You gonna just push her into a wall? Like, clearly she's getting her ass whooped in this relationship because she was
Yes.
terrified of him. So
I almost cried when she woke up and her baby was gone.
that was really sad. Yeah.
That was, I was like, dude, I'm not supposed to be crying in a horror movie. I'm not supposed to be crying. But yeah, that part was sad.
But I guess when he pushed her into the wall, it reawakened her parasitical twin, and it came back and it came to get revenge on everybody. And so the twist was like, the reason why she's seeing these killings is because it's her body and her part of her brain. I kind of thought that it was like a tumor or something, like making her act this way, but like this thing like took complete control over it. It was walking backwards, and I thought that was kind of cool. Like it gave me American Horror Story, the Carnival season with Edward Morton or whatever that thing was that was in the back of the guy's head. So, and I liked the killing scene in the prison.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was awesome. But yeah, I think the movie did do a good job of concealing what it was about.
Yeah, it took.
Because Old did not, and
Yeah.
that ruined it for me.
I still have to. Hopefully, it's on some streaming service by now, so I can watch that. I still haven't seen it. After your review on it, I was like, I'm not gonna go pay money to see this.
What about
Old? In the
Old
movie theater. But yes, I have been watching that also, American
Yes.
Horror Story. Well, I watched American Horror Stories, and then I started the actual American Horror Story season because it had to do with vampires. So I was very kind of vampire.
Yeah.
Well, they made it to us seem like it was vampires.
I mean,
But,
in a way, they were though.
I was very excited about.
You said
that.
be prepared. What?
It depends on your season.
Oh, I thought you said be prepared to be disappointed.
Yeah, and it like the American Horror Story kind of had me like I was like, oh, no, what? No.
Wait, American Horror Stories?
Horror Story with the
Oh,
vampire
okay.
like monster.
Because
No,
American
Horror Stories,
sucked.
yes, it did. It did.
I think they had one good episode.
Yes,
What was it too?
They did have about one good episode.
What
I
was
was so pissed because I was like, why do you keep putting on this stupid suit if you know what this suit is going to do? Like,
Because she was crazy. She wanted to be a killer.
why do you keep putting on this stupid suit
Bored-
and then
bored-
killed everybody?
I think it's bored white girl
then
syndrome
killed
too.
your daddies.
That's what I'm going to call that from now on with horror movies with white women. Bored white girl syndrome, because a lot of horror movies have to do with a bored white girl that
We wouldn't have the Candyman series if a white girl wasn't bored.
well, she wasn't bored. She was actually doing a paper.
She was seeking information.
She was doing her thesis for college.
She was seeking information.
White woman, you get somewhere she don't belong.
And going back to Candyman, I really appreciated that they got out of that, because a lot of people say Candyman, oh, why is it based on a black man chasing a white woman and, whatever. And I'm glad that they got out of that
Yeah.
that stigma and
Yeah.
made it for
Because
us.
people would have complained in this era of today. They would have been mad about that.
It was a white woman coming in the hood.
Yeah, but then he
She was just coming to any hood. She came to the hood at Caprini Green.
She had to get
right,
her.
she had to get the story. That's
to
what
get her
Candyman.
I'm
information.
not arguing with y'all. I'm arguing why are y'all saying a black man chasing a white? This white woman.
But
knew
I mean,
what
for three movies, he was chasing white
I
women.
noticed that when I was looking at the previews. 3 looked like it didn't make no sense.
3
Yeah.
sucked. It sucked.
It was horrible. I don't even remember all
I don't
of it
either.
because it was
I
so.
mean,
it
I don't
was
even
so-
think
it
I
was-
could watch it.
It was so bad. But now I'm trying to think. Okay, so I watched The Candyman. I watched that horrible Malignant movie. I watched American Horror Stories, and then American Horror Story, the actual real season.
So, the only thing with American Horror Story that's really starting to piss me off, and don't get me wrong, I love my gays, I do, but it's starting to be too much on there. Like the last episode where he's like, "When's the last time I ate your ass?" I'm like, "Why?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Was that needed?
Why? And I mean, it's cool with it being in movies, but stop. Just don't overdo it.
Yeah, it is everywhere. Absolutely everywhere.
Every episode. Yeah.
But I was kind of I don't know why, but I was happy to see Macaulay Culkin
Oh yeah.
back
Yeah.
in acting, and it was funny when they kept saying he looked like a crackhead because I was
he does.
you do look like a crackhead. So
Yeah,
I
he
was like-
does.
yeah, I like the whole twist on that they weren't turning into these monsters because they were being bitten. They were turning into these monsters. They were taking pills. So I kind of like that whole. I like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you have to have
Would
talent
you
to take
would
these
you take
pills.
the pill?
I would, because I got some motherfucking
Right,
talent.
right.
So
I-
I would take the pill.
I know I'd be okay.
I would be fine. I would not turn into one of those nasty, ball-headed monsters with sharp teeth eating rabbits in the cemetery. I would be fine.
So the only thing that also is starting to be, I think they need to bring back more of the original actors too.
Well, a lot of them quit. A lot of them
I don't
were not
understand
coming
why.
back this season. So that's, to me, I feel like we were missing that as
Yeah.
fans of American Horror Story and all the seasons that we had. And you didn't bring back a few of the originals. that have been with it for so long, it was like it was missing.
Yeah, they're
missing
bringing all these
something.
new people. You know what it's missing for me? What is that girl? What is that girl's name? She's like my favorite actress because she's the girl that played Madison Montgomery.
Oh yes,
I love her. They need
I
to
don't-
bring her
yeah, I
bring
think-
her back.
I think she was one of the ones that was not coming back this season.
Well, you know what I found out? Her and the guy that plays Tate, what is his name? They were actually in a relationship for a long
yes,
time.
I did. I thought they were
And
married.
it did not end well. So that might be part of it
Oh,
because what is American Horror Story
I
without
thought-
him?
I thought they were. I thought I read somewhere that they actually were married.
No, I think he just got married to somebody else. If I'm not-
Mm.
But yeah, you have to have Evan Peters. Yeah,
Yeah.
that American Horror Story would not be.
No, I think if he, yeah.
Because if you notice in 1984, he wasn't in that. She was.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they're just toggling between the
Yeah,
two.
now
Like you
he's
get to
in
do the
this one
season
and
and you
she's
do.
not.
Yeah.
She's not
But
in this one, so
it
yeah,
didn't-
who
it didn't
we
end
need
good.
them. So it's like,
Because I need her sassy self. I like her. She's a great actress.
she was really good. And I watched. It was something else I watched on Was it at HBO Max? Something else I watched. I can't remember. I've been trying to get caught up on everything. That is going on out there, but there are some things coming that are on Shudder
Oh yeah.
that I saw that I want to watch. That also.
They got a new Conjuring coming out, I think.
I did see that. Yeah, so let's talk about what's coming out because since it's October.
Mm-hmm.
So I am looking forward to, the Child's Play series. I'm looking forward to that. I think it's gonna suck too, but
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what it's all about on Sci-Fi, so I'm looking forward to that.
They changed
Oh,
stuff.
I feel like they did.
A
Well,
lot
I
of
mean,
stuff
it looks like he's getting bought at a garage sale. So my thing is
But the
this.
twist is that they already know of him, so it's not like they don't know he's gonna.
But
be
this is my thing.
alive.
So if he's being bought at a garage sale, what stopped him from killing the person that owned him before?
Maybe they'll tell us that. Who
what?
knows?
He did, and that's
No, she was like, "Oh yeah, you can have it for $10."
he may have killed the husband.
It's something we don't know that we will see in this year. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to even though I have a feeling that it might suck as well, I'm looking forward to the new Halloween movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Kills, that's not gonna suck.
You
Why
don't think
not?
Halloween Kills is going to
I
suck?
don't think Halloween.
I don't, maybe I won't be as excited as I think I will be,
Jamie
but
Lee Curtis is still in it.
yeah.
Yeah, she's still kicking.
And she keeps it entertaining.
He keeps really whooping this nigga's ass.
But why did they save his ass? Like,
Because they did it perfectly. They had a firefighter who's just trying to do his normal job.
nah, fuck that.
They didn't realize who that was.
How do you not realize who he is when
By this
it's televised on TV? And,
Everybody knows who should know who
if
he
you
is
go
by
back
now.
to The last one, all you know is Michael Myers broke out of prison. Because remember, that's how the
okay, and then you come to this house and you see somebody in a Michael Myers outfit burning, and take my hand. Fuck that. I'm not saving him.
I'm looking forward
I would
to
have got
that.
fired.
That is What else is coming out this month?
The real question is, would he have even died in the fire? Let's be honest.
You said, would he have even died?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay, first of all,
at this point, no, because I don't even think
how
he's not
old
even
is
human.
he? How old is he?
He's not even human at this point
How is he not human?
because he keeps coming back.
He's at least 30 or 40 years old.
He's not 30 years old. If we're going,
He has to have some type
if we're going by,
possession or something.
if we're going by the movie, Jamie Lee Curtis is like 60 in the movie, so he's like got to be 60 because remember she was a babysitter in the first one.
she was a teenager when
He
she
wasn't a little kid. He was a grown ass man killing them.
No, in the first one, because she was babysitting, so she had to be in high school.
Right.
So she was like, 15, 16 years old maybe when the first one came out.
You said 15, 16.
Well, she was babysitting.
Oh, I thought you said he was
No,
15.
she
I'm
was.
like, no, he
yeah, because
wasn't.
she was babysitting.
Right, they-
We're not going
They're
off.
at least 60
Yeah, we're not
because
going off
you
of
had-
like.
You had H2O, and then this one was
No, but you can't go off of those because remember the last one that came out is a sequel to the first one.
No, it is a sequel, but I'm going by like this age period.
Are you going off her actual age or the movie age?
Combination of both.
Because we can't go off her actual
Actual
age. We
age.
have to go off of the age.
But she's a grandmother
she
in the new one.
portrayed in the.
So,
She's not the
So
new
how
age
much time
grandmother.
has gone by then?
A lot.
like 40 years.
And that's what I said. That's what I'm saying.
So he's like 60
So they
something.
did do the one that was like what 20 years later or
Yeah,
whatever it was
'cause
called.
She popped up in that one, or no, the one after that.
She popped up in a couple of those sequels
Yeah, she
to get a
did.
check.
So they owe.
You know what I found out too? You know that they were gonna do Candyman versus Leprechaun,
What?
but Tony Todd said no. I'm not doing
There
that. I
may
will
not
not.
be
do-"
no more damn
No
Leprechaun
black men
movies.
Don't do movies for money.
Well, and that's what Tony Todd was like. I'm not gonna disrespect Candyman like
There
that.
better be no more. If they come out with another Leprechaun movie, oh my god.
They will.
I mean, what he gonna do now?
They did. They did come out with another Leprechaun movie.
What is it called?
It was like 2000.
You know how you know they're gonna come out with another one? Because one of these streaming services is gonna buy it, the rights to it, and make it.
Mm-mm. He done been everywhere. He done been to space.
Space,
He done
right?
been-
Same thing with Jason. Didn't Jason go to space?
Jason did go to space.
Oh, Jason X was horrible.
Man, he done been
That was a
everywhere.
comedy.
I kind of want to see.
Leprechaun
I don't
goes
know.
to hell.
I need a new Freddy Krueger.
I was just gonna say that.
That's what I need
That
now.
was on the tip of my tongue.
And isn't he still alive? Isn't the guy that plays him?
But he is. But he said that he does not want to
Yeah,
play
the
Freddy.
new
Why?
nightmare was supposed to be his last
He doesn't want to play. He's done. He's done playing Freddy.
Why?
What is his name? Robert Englund.
He's so good at
He
it.
said he's done playing Freddy.
But maybe because every time you see him in other movies, you're like, oh my God, Freddy Krueger.
and I think that's like he's tired of that stigma of always kind.
But that's
kind
just-
of. But that's you.
That's
though.
Tony Todd too.
You
Tony
did-
Todd's
you
always
did
good. When I saw
Freddy
him
for
in
so many years.
when I saw him in Final Destination, I was like, oh my God, Candyman.
If
Mhm.
you do a new Freddy, you're going to have to change his origin.
Who could we get to play a new Freddy Krueger?
Anybody.
Not that guy from
Not
the
that one man
no,
that played him.
No.
Mm-mm.
Who could we get? Who would be a good like Robert Pattinson, maybe?
Mm. Well, what would the new origin be if there was a new Freddy movie?
Who could we get to be it?
I don't know.
It would have to be a comedian.
He can't be a pedophile anymore.
I want
What you mean he
Nancy
can't
back.
be a pedophile?
Nancy has to be in
You
it.
gotta change it. If
Why?
If you want Freddy to get greenlit for a reboot, you can't be a pedophile.
Why not? That's what Freddy Krueger is known for, being a pedophile. He how
You gotta look at the state of the world right now. We're very sensitive.
well,
He got
I mean,
corona.
The sad part is that won't work.
Freddie got corona. Don't go to sleep because he gonna cough on you.
oh wow.
Quit talking. I will make that movie.
Yes, that's it.
I will make that
That's the
movie.
new Freddy
Don't
movie.
tempt me.
1, 2, Freddie's coughing on you.
Well, I can't see Freddy Krueger as anything but a pedophile.
Get out. I'm dead ass. Get out.
Maybe Jordan Peele can remake that. I don't know.
So yeah, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, trick or treating this month goes well. It sucked,
And we
last
don't
year.
find any razor blades in candy.
God, yeah, trick or treating was. We did trick or treat last year, and it was just not the same because we were in the midst of coronavirus. Everybody had tables at the end of their driveway.
You know
and
what people are.
buckets
You know
on
what somebody's
porches.
probably gonna do to be childish this year? They're probably gonna pass out masks. Instead of candy.
Who knows? Probably.
I hated shit like that when I was younger, trick or treating. Like when
When it wasn't candy.
yeah, like if somebody gave you like a toothbrush or some shit
Man, there's been
or a
times
penny.
where my kids have gotten 12-ounce cans of soda. They've gotten pencils. This one lady was sending out Avon cards.
What?
As a
Give this to your mother.
yeah, she was like, yeah, honey, give this to your mom. And I'm like, oh, but it was kind of smart though, because I was like, oh, that's
Good
kinda,
marketing.
That's kind of neat. I'm thinking about throwing some cards in these kids' bags this Halloween season. But yeah, that was. I just hope the weather is nice. The weather was nice last year. 2 years ago, it snowed
Yeah.
for trick or treating. So
Last year I had Corona on Halloween. I was so
that
pissed off.
sucks. We've been doing so good with the weather. It's like October and it's still 80 degrees.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
did have. I remember only because my oldest son's birthday is in September. Well, both of the boys, but I remember there was a year I want to say maybe this had to be maybe 16 years ago, where it stayed 80 through the whole middle of October.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is great. So hopefully we get that this year. So I'm just looking forward to everything. Haunted houses, hay rides, carving pumpkins.
Speaking of haunted houses, like I was telling them before the show started that I've talked about this on previous shows where there was a haunted house in the back of my house when I was younger. Mm-hmm. And I could have sworn that this house was not there anymore, but we drove past it the other day and it's still there and it's for sale. And it has like a huge acres of like, it's like an acre and a half of land. And I was like,
that's crazy. I wonder why they're selling it. Have they had any encounters?
I think they've been selling it since I was.
So that's weird that it's not selling, especially in this housing market.
And well, the house is completely like, it's a barn house from like the early 1900s. So it's pretty bad
Speaking
shape.
of houses, did you see that the original Conjuring house is on sale? The original house that, for you guys, about The Conjuring.
Who would sell that? I wouldn't like.
Yes, the original house that inspired the movie The Conjuring is on sale right now.
I would not sell that. I would just turn it into a haunt. Like that's what
I think the owners now that are selling it, I think it's like a bed and breakfast maybe or something like that.
Who would stay there?
But they're selling it. People actually have gone to stay.
Yeah, I watch a lot of people on YouTube.
Yeah, and they are experiencing like haunts, and they're hearing things and seeing things and stuff like that.
It's like part of me wants to do shit like that, and then another part of me is like,
go to like a real haunted house.
Yeah,
not a fake
like
one.
part of me wanted to buy this house, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna buy it, because first of all, they're selling it for $200,000.
Yeah, there's a catch behind that.
Yeah, I'm like,
because they can't sell it because of all the shit that's been happening with the house.
But I tried to look up on the internet. I could not find anything like to say why it's haunted. Like there's no history on it. Like
you have to dig real deep.
Like I really want to know.
I don't even think they're going to have that there. Like the house that I grew up in, apparently an older lady had died in the house. And there were a couple of things that were experienced in the home, but when you try to like Google the address or like look up things about the house, you don't see anything about the people who lived in the house before we did to find out anything about this woman who died in the house. Same thing as on my parents' block, a guy hung himself in the basement of their home. And I remember as a child, so these people had just moved in. I think I was maybe 12 years old. And these people had moved into the house after the man had hung himself in the basement. And whenever there was a new kid on the block, we were just excited. It was somebody new.
To scare them?
we tried to befriend them so they could be our friends, so we could play, ride bikes, all that other stuff. So we became friends with this guy that moved in. So one day, I think he made me mad or something. I don't even know.
That's why your house is haunted.
So one day out of the blue, I was like, do you even know what happened in your house?
Aww.
And he was like, what happened in my house? I was like, yeah. Do your parents even know what happened in your house? And because
aren't they supposed to disclose that information?
Because I wanted to go in the house. Now, when they had an open house, my dad went to the open house. And I was like, I ain't going to that open house after that man hung himself in the basement. He was like, what happened in my house? I was like, the previous owner, he hung himself in your basement. Ooh. And so then he looked at me, and I'm like...
So some shit must have been happening to him.
I was like, have you ever experienced anything? And he was like, no. So, we became friends over the years. And one time I was like, I just wanted to go in the house and see if I could sense something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to go in the basement, see if I sense anything. And it felt weird.
Was it cold?
It was kind of cold and it felt weird, but then all of a sudden I was like, I don't want to be down here anymore. So then we went outside and we ride bikes, but they're still in the house. I see them every day. His parents still live there all these years. He's got to be around my age now, but yeah, I was mad at him as a child, and I was like, do you even know what happened in your house?
That's so mean.
Don't make me mad. I will tell you if somebody died in your house.
That's funny. Do you even know what happened in your house?
I probably wouldn't have told him if he wouldn't have made me mad, but yeah, it was just, I don't know. My dad was just eager to go in that house. I was like, oh, but.
Why did the
We don't know. We don't know why that man hung himself. But
probably
it
just was really sad.
Yeah, it was him. I think it was him and his wife. One day we just saw like a whole bunch of like ambulance and fire trucks. We didn't really know what was happening. And neighbors talk. They ended up, they found him hanging in the basement. And then shortly after that, the house went up for sale. So
yeah, I don't think I would want to stay if my husband hung himself in the basement.
I wouldn't want to stay in no house.
But they say
if
that
someone died in the house.
But supposedly, if you remodel the house, then it makes the ghost go away.
I heard that makes them angry because they're upset that you're changing what they were used to.
Okay, well, don't take my advice.
And so then they start like whatever activity was. If there was mild activity, the activity is supposed to get stronger if you start redecorating the house and painting and knocking down walls and all that other stuff.
I think it has been.
There has been plenty of houses, plenty of horror movies like that.
No. But the fact that the only reason why the ghost is fucking with these people is because they remodeled it.
There are movies like that.
I'm pretty sure there is.
I've seen movies like that. I don't know what I can't think of what they're called, but
Find them movies and bring it to the next episode.
I have seen movies like that. So yes, and then as long as you keep it the same, you and the ghost have like a mutual
Okay, no, this is
understanding.
my house. You need to go to heaven, okay?
Yes, and
Time to move on.
I will still continue to ask realtors. Do you know if anybody died in this house?
I thought they were supposed to tell you that.
They don't. They're not obligated to tell you if they have the information. So that's why I ask. Like, do you know if anything happened in this house? Because I'm not trying to, spend all this money and move all my stuff in, and I'm getting haunted every day. So
Get some sage.
That's not happening.
Get some sage.
Not, I even heard that sometimes saging, everything pisses these ghosts off. I have heard saging makes them mad, redecorating makes them mad, sometimes doing a house blessing makes them mad if the house blessing isn't done correctly. What else have I heard makes them upset? Hanging up crucifixes is gonna make them even more upset. Pictures of Jesus is gonna make them mad.
Jesus.
So everything is gonna make them mad.
They
so
just don't want to go to heaven.
I'm gonna move in like, look, ghosts. Ghosts, okay? So yeah, I don't know, but I ain't trying to piss y'all off. Can I use the bathroom? Crazy, yeah, but I'm happy it's October. I know my youngest son wanted to get pumpkins. Every time I get pumpkins, either somebody steals the pumpkins or somebody stole our pumpkin last year.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Actually, come and think of it.
It was
my
a
friend
huge
stole a pumpkin before.
I mean, the pumpkin was heavy, and he went through all this trouble to decorate this pumpkin and put I had bought these like googly eyes that you like poke into the pumpkin. He had went through all this trouble to decorate this pumpkin, poke these little eyes in it. He had colored some stuff. He glued some stuff on the pumpkin. And I was like, oh, this pumpkin is so cute. I put it out in the front door and we left. I kid you not, it was only gone for like maybe 2 hours. We came back and the pumpkin was gone.
My friend stole a pumpkin before. We were, this is when I was in I think my freshman year of high school or maybe 8th grade. No, yeah, we were in 8th grade. So we were in Wauwatosa, and Tosa, if you don't know, well, at least back then, I don't know if this is still the case, but they're very strict on like curfew for I think, I forgot what it is like, but I think curfew is like, I don't know what age like it stops at, but I know you have to be in the house like by 10 o'clock, I
for
believe.
Halloween or like
no,
anytime?
just anytime. So this was around Halloween time. So me and her, we were out past 10. I don't know. We were just walking. I can't even remember what we were doing. She was bad. Yeah. So we thought the police were coming. So we jumped in a bush. And so after, we realized it wasn't the police, we get out the bush, and then I look over at her, and she has a damn pumpkin in her hand. And I'm like, put the damn pumpkin back. She's like, no, it's cute. We're gonna take it home and carve it. So I guess maybe that's why people steal pumpkins. I don't
Somebody
know.
smashed one of our pumpkins one year.
That's mean.
And he was so little, so he cried when we saw that the pumpkin was smashed. And I was just like, why would you smash this pumpkin? And now you just like traumatize this little kid. He's crying. But yeah, they stole the pumpkin. So now I'm like, what, do I gotta like chain the pumpkin down or something?
What?
Like I don't at this point I don't even know what to do with what to do. But he wants pumpkins. I don't know.
I think I wanted to decorate for Halloween.
Maybe I'll hang them from the.
And so it was funny. I had made a status like that. I'm like, I think I want to decorate my house for Halloween. And my mom was like, why? Why would you? And I'm like, Mom,
I'm late
we
this year.
decorated when we were younger. Like my dad rated the. What do you mean? Why?
Yeah,
like,
I'm super late. Normally, I'm the type of person where I start buying costumes and decorations in August, like as soon as they hit the store, so I can gather all my stuff together. And then as soon as it's October 1st, I'm out there decorating. So yeah, I'm late. I need to get my butt on the roll and get some stuff and decorate it
I
up
do
and
want to
everything.
decorate.
But I do have in my house, like year round, I have like pumpkins as decoration because they're just so cute.
Yeah.
So I have little fake pumpkins that sit out year round, and a few like little black trees and plants and stuff like that.
Maybe
So,
I'll take my dogs trick or treating. I think I
do they
want
have? Do you dress them up?
I think I want to dress them up this year.
So what are they gonna be?
I know. Well, Titus one time I had a Pikachu costume, but his fat ass couldn't fit it. I don't know. I think I want to. I think my big boy Magnar. I think I want to make him like Biggie Smalls or something like.
I tried to dress my cats up one year,
And
they
then
were
maybe
not
Titus
with
can
it.
be, Puff Daddy. I don't know. Get him like a little, puffy coat with like a yellow
Oh,
one.
that'd be
like,
cute.
I
I
don't
put
know.
a cape on one of my cats one year, and she was like, "I'm not having
What?
this."
Like jumping off the balcony.
Cats
My
have
cat?
9 lives. First of all.
What cat jumped off a
One that
balcony?
jumped off the top thing and you couldn't find him for a while.
Well, he didn't
Oh.
die, did he?
No, she crawled up on the roof.
Oh
and-
my God.
Died. She just came back with new life. That's what
Right. They have
I
9
know,
lives.
them damn cats. I know they getting on my nerves.
Yeah, I
But,
can't do cats.
Yeah, they're so sweet though. I'm such a cat person.
I used to be a cat person. I had cats growing up, but I think like over the years my allergies got terrible with cats, like really bad. And then a cat bit me, and then after that I was done with them.
I need some more like animal horror movies. There hasn't even been like any recently. Not like a Pet Cemetery.
Well, they just remade Pet Cemetery.
Aren't they? I don't like a new Cujo or something. Like I want a new animal horror movie.
A bad fish or something. I don't know. Like,
And I want something good. I don't want anything like weak or nothing like that. Well,
Maybe a
cats
serial
can be
ki-
badass too.
Consider Ghost of Mississippi? Would you consider Ghost of Mississippi a horror movie?
what? I don't think I've seen that.
It was about these 2 tigers that was killing these railroad.
Tigers
There were no lions. 2 lions that were killing railroad workers.
in Mississippi?
I think they just called it Ghost of Mississippi, but
Why?
it wasn't.
It wasn't. I don't know why.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of it, but it was Ghost of something.
No, I don't think
I think
so.
Brad Pitt was in it.
What?
I would like a revamp of Cujo.
I've never seen that.
Killer Cats. I don't know if I can get with Killer
Cats from Outer Space.
Killer Killer Cats.
I've never seen Cujo.
Cujo was great.
Maybe
You
they
never
can-
seen Cujo?
No.
Cujo was really good. Cujo was what was he? Almost like a
Saint Bernard?
He was a
I've
yeah.
seen pictures
He
of
was
it,
a-
but
he
I've
wa- he was a Saint Bernard. Went vicious, crazy, possessed something, and was killing people.
maybe I mean I know it's on the Fire Stick. Maybe I'll watch it today.
It is.
It's a Disney movie.
I would like.
A Disney
How
movie.
the hell is Cujo a Disney?
It was made for one of the Disney theaters. I mean, one of the-
Speaking of, I was going through Netflix the other day trying to find a horror movie, and they had they had the original Space Jam was in the horror movie selection on Netflix.
Why? Because of the Monstars?
Probably so. so, and I thought it was so funny. And I was like, oh, so Space
not
Jam
a-
is horror movie.
right,
It's
it's not a-
horror now.
It's not a horror movie.
And they had
Maybe Michael Jordan's acting
and
was
then I'm scrolling through again trying to find something. Then they had Like Mike was in the horror movie section also.
what?
So I was like, okay, did somebody hack Netflix? Because
Right.
what is going on? Like that's not scary.
The shoes were possessed? I don't.
You know what? That'd be a good movie
They actually did something like that on Tales from the Crypt.
with possessed clothing.
It was the only episode with black people in it.
Are you talking about the new one that just came back?
Tales from the Crypt?
Because they've got new episodes.
They
now.
do?
Yeah, it's on.
Guys, the movie is called Ghost in the Darkness.
Never seen it.
No, yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
Ghost in the
There
Darkness.
are last year they had a newer revamped Tales from the Crypt.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
And I had saved it into my television shows because I was waiting for a new season.
Oh yeah.
And it says that there's new episodes. I think it just came back out. Maybe
Where?
Well, I have Philo. I don't know if you have.
No,
I don't even know what original channel it comes from, but
HBO.
or what. Well, I know where it comes from, but I don't know what like actual channel this. Tales
I'm gonna have
from
to
the
check
Crypt
into
is
that because
on,
I
but
love Tales from the Crypt.
There's new episodes. I have not watched them yet. I think I'm like maybe 4 episodes behind of Tales from the Crypt.
But that episode was it was funny because it was about this guy who lived with I think his uncle was like the owner of a funeral home. And so,
Oh yes, I did.
and he
see
was
that
so
one.
mean to
I
his
did
nephew.
see- that's when he fell down the
Yeah,
stairs
he
with
killed
crutches.
him. Yeah,
Yes,
and so
uh-huh.
then you just see like he cut off his legs because he couldn't fit him in
I
the
don't know why I thought
casket.
that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was fun. It was kind of funny to me too.
I thought that was really funny. I
Because
did-
weren't the shoes just walking up the
yes,
stairs or
the
something
shoes
like?
were, the shoes were walking by themselves. And I thought that was funny.
Yeah,
But
yeah, he killed the shit out of his uncle.
yeah,
as he
that-
should
I
have.
do remember that episode. That was
That was like the only episode with black people.
And I was like, ooh, I got all excited when I had first watched that. But yeah, I just need more. I don't know.
I need more. I think I'm like after I watched Candyman today, I just started researching more like lynchings and stuff. I'm weird, but because I really liked how they, you know, I get tired of seeing sometimes like, you know, bad. I don't know. I don't know how to put it.
like bad stuff happening to people.
Yeah,
or-
like I liked how they made it like, yeah, we turned into Candymans. Like, so I want to see like more horror, I think more black horror is what I want to see. Like I want to see shit with voodoo.
They are doing. I did come across. So there's 2 movies that are in the works. I don't know the titles of them, but I follow these pages on Facebook. I forgot the name of the pages, but they talk about like black related things that are going on in entertainment. And there's 2 black horror movies that are supposed to be that they're working on that are coming out next year in 2022.
Yeah, I love black horror.
So I'm looking forward to that, to see what that's going to be. Hopefully they don't suck because I don't know what it is, but we get our hands on something sometimes and it's just not good. It's
Maybe
just-
sometimes we don't always have like the financial backing that like,
You definitely need to find
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's what it is sometimes. Like,
But a lot of low budget horror movies have come out being really good though.
yeah.
I don't know what's like. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the acting or if it's the. I don't. Yeah, sometimes the acting is horrible. Like absolutely horrible. Like they can't even scream right. So I don't even. I don't know sometimes, but yeah.
I don't know.
I need some more. You know, it's October. Hopefully, you know, you guys are joining us in our 31 days of Halloween. Speaking of, so you know, every year that group, whoever these people are, sends out can you watch these horror movies within these hours to get
Within these
this
hours?
money? You know, so
Hell yeah.
last year, I forgot, y'all ain't got no information. So
What, like watching horror movies at 3:00 in the morning or something?
no, there's like this group, almost like a research group. I don't know who this group is, but they will give you a list of horror movies, and you have to watch all these movies, horror movies. You have, first of all, because they want to see your heart rate,
Okay.
like what the movies are doing to you. They're doing this research. So they're going to give you, if you are selected, you have to fill out an application and apply. But if you are selected, they're going to give you the equipment to monitor your heart ratings during these movies that you're watching. And you have to record yourself while you're watching these movies. And if you successfully watch all these movies and give them all this information, they give you some money, like thousands of dollars or something like that.
Sign me up.
But every year, it's only been, I think this is the third year that I think they've done this. But as soon as it comes out, I apply, I send my application in, and I just be watching my email and just waiting. But it's so funny. I love you guys. I love how people send me DMs with the link, and people send me messages, and people tag me because they just know I love horror movies. And it's so funny because everybody's been sending me this link and posting me it, and I'm like, oh, I already filled it out. I already applied.
I want to apply.
I'm going to find the link.
Okay.
So I can find this group. The applications have to be in by October. I want to say it's like
They're gonna be entertained with
like
me.
18th or 19th or something. But listen to the movies though. So the movies they had on the list were things like 13 Ghosts was on the movie.
Love that movie.
I was like, easily can watch that.
Right.
They had Paranormal Activity was on the list.
I just rewatched all those.
Easily could watch that. It was like they had The Conjuring was on the list. Insidious was on the list.
Can watch that.
I was like, the movies that were on this list, I was like, check.
You know,
check,
the only
check.
thing
Like,
that
I
really
can do
scared
this.
me with Insidious was the soundtrack.
What was on? I don't even remember.
just
the
the
Insidious
like movies
the
with
the
the
choir.
like
I don't know why, but that shit be scaring me.
another
It'd be
one
like-
that the Get Out, how that came on with that like whatever they were. I'm
I
like,
don't know, like that that should be, I don't know. Well, first of all, what are you saying? I
Right.
don't know what you're saying.
putting
and,
spells on you.
and it's just that be freaking me out.
Like, what choir? Where is this choir? Like,
Can you every time I hear that, I can see the choir just standing there singing this. Like, I'm not singing this.
I actually have the Candyman soundtrack.
What are you
on-
singing? I don't understand what
I have the Candyman soundtrack on my phone. I'm weird. I like listen.
That is I'm not
That is no different than wrestlers having theme songs.
that. And you know, one of the things that freaked me out is, okay, so I had just seen Candyman, right? And shortly after, Kanye released Donda, right? I'm sitting
That
in my
Donda,
room.
Donda,
Y'all gonna laugh at this. I'm sitting in my room. I'm by myself. I'm like, ooh, let me check out Donda, you know, because you know, all this talk, you know, I like some Kanye, you know, old Kanye.
Yeah, I miss old
Keep
Kanye.
in mind, y'all, I had just seen Candyman. So as I'm sitting there in front of my mirror, the very first song comes on.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Donda, Donda.
I was like, no, no, skip. I was like, Donda, you is not about to jump out my mirror because I was like, no, we saying this name too many times. And I'm sitting in front of the mirror in my room alone after midnight. This is not, no, not happening. So I was like, skip. Next song, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't like that either. Another thing too that I didn't like about Candyman, why didn't they incorporate like Helen? Like, isn't she's a Candyman now? Like at the end of the first one,
Yeah, they didn't have her.
They had her in the preview.
She was in the preview.
She-
you know, I feel like they cut a bunch of stuff out from.
Maybe they did. I mean, maybe they felt like it would probably make the movie too long.
Maybe she was supposed to be the surprise ending, but Tony was like, you know what? I'll do it.
I was so happy to see him,
I was too.
and they made him look young. He would tell everyone.
I mean, that's technology, man.
Yeah,
He looked good though.
yeah, he did. I was like, okay, Tony.
He looked real good.
Tell everyone. I wish they would have incorporated him a little bit more. Like I said, with the guy, I didn't really understand why. I didn't understand why he was the one like kind of changing, like you know, like what made him
I think it has something to do with the whole fact that Helen, that Candyman, like I don't cared for him when he was a baby, and
No, not Anthony.
Oh,
I'm
you're
talking
talking
about,
about-
I'm talking about the guy from the laundromat.
Oh,
like
him. Okay,
they
okay.
should have had, to me, they should have had Candyman talking to Anthony, like,
Yes.
or you
That's
know,
what I
like how he
thought they
was in the
were.
first one, like, be my victim.
yeah, that's
the
what
death
I
will
thought
be
they were gonna-
glorious.
that would have been more relatable.
Yeah, that's the
than
only
having
thing I
that
didn't.
other man-
I
yeah.
didn't like. Because first of all, he was weird too at the end. Like the whole scene where he was chasing her and stuff.
Yes.
He's like, nah.
But I
like
was
what
so
is
happy
going
when
on?
the cops got it.
Oh yeah, the cops.
I was so happy.
It was funny when she was like Candyman. He was like, "What the fuck?"
Right?
Like,
I was like, just flip the mirror.
and okay, I loved her brother. He was
Yes.
so funny. Like
He was fun. He made the
he was
movie.
like, "Nigga, Candyman ain't real." Like.
yes, he was.
He was funny. Now to me, how that gay relationship was, I loved that. It wasn't too much. It was normal. It
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah.
I just don't like it when the movies are like have to
They're going
amplify
extra.
it,
Yeah,
like
going extra with
because
it.
there's nothing wrong with it. It's just be natural. We don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
And it was almost like, yeah, we knew that relationship was like that, but we
Yeah.
didn't care because you're not making it so flamboyant.
And his boyfriend was. I loved him too. He's like, yeah, I'll stomp him. I'll stomp.
yes, it was.
Yeah, it
funny.
wasn't extra. It was natural.
Yeah.
I liked that.
Yeah.
And he did give the movie. He had like the funniest parts to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to. Maybe I don't know. It's probably, I feel like it's gonna be like another 5 years or something before we get a sequel. As long as it took this one to come out.
But Jordan Peele is a perfectionist too. Like, and I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that because, like we were just talking about, like with our movies, they kind of sometimes seem like they just get slopped together and
Yeah.
Here we
and
go.
thrown out there and you get bad actors and
Yeah, this cast was great.
they were really good. They I don't know where they came from or who
And
they
that
were,
scene
but
where
they
the
were really
where
good.
the art lady got killed,
Uh-huh.
that was so tight. Like how they zoomed out and you just saw her floating and getting
Yes.
bashed in the window. Like
I liked it a lot, so I'm looking forward to it.
yeah,
you know,
I liked it.
whenever
My
it comes out,
brother
'cause
my brother didn't like it. He said
it's gonna be forever before that sequel comes out. But yeah, I'm just it's finally October, our happy month.
Yeah.
People think we nuts, but hey, we love it. I love it. Give it to me.
I'm ready to watch some good
Give
horror
me all
movies.
the scares. The horror movies. I can't wait to
Chucky.
see the little kids in their little costumes
Yeah.
for trick or treating. I think they are so cute. And parents, please don't put y'all kids in some costumes because you like it if these
Yeah,
kids,
let them be what they want to
let
be.
them pick what they want to be. Let them pick their costume.
Unless
If-
they're a baby.
Don't put them in something that they have no idea what the hell they are dressed up as. But as adults, we know. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, I just can't wait to see what they're gonna be. What they're gonna be dressed up as. Hopefully, they get some good candy this year.
I want to see a little Candyman.
And then what would that costume be?
A
Like
trench coat with a hook.
with a hook?
Mm-hmm.
I have to get to what are they? Halloween Express? Is that what they're called? The Halloween stores? Are they Halloween Express?
Yeah, Halloween Express.
Yeah, they because they're open now. I'm excited. I like to see what decorations they
I
have
know.
going on in there.
I should tell my boyfriend to take me one, but he'd be like, "Why are we going here?"
That is so fun to me. Like if I'm dating somebody and we were you trying to think of a date idea, just take me to a Halloween store.
Right.
You
I
can
kind of want to dress up this year, but I'm like, where will we go? We don't go out to clubs. I don't club no more.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
I don't think people really. I mean, maybe I could throw a Halloween party or something.
I mean, at least everybody will be masked.
I might do that, but I don't really have any friends either. So,
Girl, tell me about it. How
it'll be all my boyfriend's
how am I have
friends.
a party with no friends?
My boyfriend has a lot of friends, but I don't really. Yeah.
I do want to go to some haunted houses.
I do want to do that too, but I'm so scary.
I miss that, because last year they had this gnat, y'all. Last year they had the haunted thing down at the Pfizer, and they didn't have that this year. They had haunted houses set up, and they had, you know, like stuff to buy, a hot apple cider, like all that stuff. So it's like, I don't know, I miss that stuff. Like COVID has just really like
ruined everything.
Ruined like all the fun activities that I'm so used to, that we're so used to, especially with, you know, this Halloween season of everything that's going on. But I have seen that some haunted houses are opening back up, so there will be some of those. I've seen advertisements for some hay rides. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get out there and do
I don't want to go on
some stuff.
I was just watching on YouTube, like I was looking at Extreme Haunts. It was so funny. My boyfriend came home. He's like, "You're watching haunted houses?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like shit like this." Like,
did you hear about the story about the man, the worker in the haunted house
that hung himself?
No, he stabbed. He stabbed that boy in the foot with a real knife. First of all, why are you working as a person who scares people with a real knife? Like, why are you
well, I heard there was like a haunted house that like employed real killers.
What?
Yeah,
you've got to be kidding me.
I mean, that's a perfect way to
this man
not giving anybody any ideas.
He forgot to grab the fake knife, so
why do they all have a real knife on set anyways?
I think the little boy was like 12 or something, stabbed the boy in his foot with a real knife.
I would have sued the fuck out of him.
So I'm like, man, so yeah.
Why do you have a real knife though?
I don't. That's a question they need to ask that man.
I see, and part of me wanted to work at one of those, but then I'm like,
work at one.
What if somebody actually really punched you or something?
You know, there have been, and then, you know, that's the type of stuff you just like, people gonna get in your face because I've seen it. They're gonna, you know, but I don't know. I don't even know what I would be. I would
just want to be somebody crazy.
I just want to mess with you. I just want to walk behind you and mess with you.
But then I feel like people would recognize me. Like, Karina, what the fuck are you doing?
Say a whole bunch of slick shit and make you mad knowing you can't touch me.
Say, if you know, right, if you know somebody and shit, like, you know, got some dirt on them.
Mad.
You peed in the bed when you were 12.
I'm just gonna get on your nerves and walk around with some ghost makeup on.
Yeah, I would definitely want, like, I wouldn't want to be recognized. No.
Yes, I'd have to put on like a prosthetic nose.
Yeah, put something on me. I don't want to be recognized. Like,
Karina. Make me look like something. Throw on an old wig or something and scare y'all asses. So yeah, if we were working in the haunted house, would y'all come see us? Would y'all let us scare y'all if we was like in the haunted house? There are some extreme haunts too. Like there's one called McCaney Manor. Oh,
You've seen that? Mm-hmm. Where like, okay, but they go a little bit too far though, like to me, because like it includes like they can beat you up, cut your hair off, like you have to sign a 40-page waiver.
Yes,
and there's a waiting list.
Like I'm not doing that. Now I did see there is one here in Wisconsin. No, not like that, but this one is I forgot what it's called, but it's a hotel. And the hotel is supposed to feed in on your fears. I guess they
don't tell them.
Well, I think they ask you during like a questionnaire or like a survey or something like that. So you pick your room. Each room is catered towards like your fear. So they have a room that's like clown theme if you're afraid of clowns.
I don't like shit like that
and stuff like that. And like the whole hotel is geared towards like scaring you and like giving you jump scares and stuff like that. But they're saying that they're booked up. So apparently people want to be scared. People want to be scared. So
well, there's one too. I forgot what it's called. Like they damn near rape you. Like, yeah, I'm like, who wants to do that?
I do want to tour the Paps. The Paps is doing their annual haunted.
I've been to the Paps house when I was a little girl.
So I do want to do that where they take you into places that nobody sees on a regular basis. So
date night.
I do want to. Yeah, I mean, yes. If you like,
hint.
All that type of stuff is perfect date material for me.
Right.
Take me to a haunted house. Take me to a hayride. Let's go pick pumpkins.
No, don't take me to no hayride.
Like all of that type of stuff. I will. The Halloween store. Shit, we can go to Party City.
Right, and that's free.
I'm like, yes, y'all see, the thing with men, y'all take too much time trying to sit there and try to be
It doesn't always have to be about
thoughtful and
money.
thinking
Yeah.
about all the, I ain't got no money. I'm broke.
Right.
Well, quality time is perfect for
All right,
women.
let's go to the Halloween store and try on shit together.
We just enjoy y'all quality time. Y'all ain't got to spend no money on us. So, think about what
your girl likes.
What your girl like, what she's into, and then be creative. And especially with it being October, me and Karina will be happy with anything. Except don't take her on no hayride.
Don't take me on no damn haunted hayride. I don't like people popping up, and I don't when my boyfriend did take me to a haunted house, this is how I was the whole time. He was actually scaring the people in the haunted house because he has like this like Jason looking thing suit that he wore to work
And they let
shit.
him in there with that on?
Yeah, he was scaring them, but I was behind him the whole time with my head down like this, touching his back. I guess I don't like being scared. My brother traumatized me when I was little. My brother would do that shit. My brother would hide in corners and just scare me.
Me and my dad did that when I was little. It was our thing. Like when I knew he was coming home, and whoever got home before the other one, we would like hide somewhere and like jump out and scare each other. Like
Tonka, that was my brother.
We just went crazy. We would just like prank each other and do all types of stuff.
So Tonka, this is what he did to me, and he got his ass whooped for this. It was funny. I took a shower and I came in my room, and I think I was singing to myself in the I'm thinking I'm in my room by myself. I'm happy. And this boy grabbed my leg
from under the bed.
Yes.
That got to be the worst.
I screamed to my dad like, "Dad!" And my dad took it the wrong way because he's like, "You little pervert! What are you doing under your sister's bed after she got out the shower?"
That will
and
scare
he whooped
me.
him. Yeah.
I've never had. Yeah, I've had. Thankfully, I've never been pranked of all these years with somebody trying to grab me under the bed. But
oh my god, yeah,
but
I was
don't
pissed.
know why. But I don't know what it. To this day, taking a shower just has me. I be peeking out the.
Yeah.
I be peeking out the curtain.
I'm the same way.
I be like, wait, do I hear something? I be turning the water down. Like, wait, what is that? So
especially if my boyfriend's not home. Like,
there is something about being in the
it's
bathroom
because you're vulnerable.
when you're home alone.
And I think maybe Psycho ruined it for us too.
Must have been, because it's like, where can you go?
It's over.
On the size of your bathroom,
and you can't really fight back because you're gonna slip
nowhere,
and
you can't run nowhere. You're stuck in the bathroom. The tub is wet. You slipping.
Right.
We don't have.
You're naked.
No weapons. Yeah, you're naked.
It's when you're. I think it has to do with vulnerability. It's when you're most vulnerable.
Man, I'm gonna pull that shower curtain down and I'm gonna make something work. I'm getting out of the bathroom. I'm gonna make it work somehow. I will yank off my. See, I have my shower hose. You can like pull it off. Man, I'll just wind it up one good time.
I don't know what I mean. Luckily, I have a
it.
bodyguard that likes to come in the bathroom with me.
See, my cats will just look at you and just let you have your way.
So
with me.
no, Magnar.
They're not trying to do
Magnar protects me.
anything. No.
He is very protective of me. Like even when people
cats gonna just sit there licking themselves like, oh, okay, that's happening.
No, that's Titus. Titus would let me get killed. Titus probably. If a killer came in, Titus probably would go up to it because he wants to get pet or something.
Yeah.
Magnar,
Yeah.
Magnar, his breed, they're very protective of their family. Like they said that those dogs will die trying to protect you.
That's good. You hear the story about those 3 dogs that killed the robber who tried to break into this house? It was 3 dogs. I don't remember the breed, but some guy tried to break into this house, and the 3 dogs attacked the man. And when the police got there, they found the man dead.
I know that's right.
The dogs killed him. I was like, you know what? Way to go, dog.
Play at your own risk.
Yes, way to go, dogs.
Because Magnar, he don't play that. He likes to come in the shower, not in the shower, but he likes to sit out the side of the shower. Well, he just goes anywhere I go, to be honest.
Yeah, my Fiona is like that, but she ain't gonna protect me. But oh well,
she could claw the hell out of it. Cats be.
She wouldn't even do that. She's so sweet.
That's Titus.
She's just not gonna hurt. She just wants to be rubbed and petted, so she's not gonna do anything. Luna will run because she's a scaredy cat. So I would just be stuck helpless in the bathroom, naked, trying to fight somebody.
That's why I always check the locks before I take a shower.
That is crazy. Yeah, I mean, any horror movies that are coming out, I think, I don't know. I would like to see a scene like that.
A good bathroom.
A good bathroom shower, defending yourself, horror scene.
Well, yeah. The person's got to be naked.
It ain't nobody seeing my titties though, because it feels like they always got to be showing. Y'all ain't seeing my body. I'm sorry. No, we gonna cut that out. Ain't nobody seeing nothing. They're not seeing nothing. I will have two blobs so that you can't see anything. It's not happening.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
hungry.
we do. So when are we coming back?
2 weeks.
So we're back in 2 weeks. What is 2 weeks? The 15th. All right, we'll be back in 2 weeks. The 15th, 16th, because we are back now.
When does the new Halloween come out? On Halloween?
I think. Yeah, really close to Halloween.
Well, maybe we can watch, what should our theme be next week?
The 2 Halloween movies that matter.
Watch the 2 that matter. You're funny.
Look, Halloween got like 4 different.
So not the
It's
one with
all-
Buster Rhymes and Tyra
Oh
Banks.
God, no,
Halloween
not that. That don't even count.
Halloween literally has 4 different.
That don't even
directions
count.
to go.
Or you could watch Rob Zombie's version. Those are really raunchy.
Yeah, those are crazy. I don't know. We're just gonna talk about some more Halloween stuff.
I guess we just watching horror.
Yeah, we gonna figure it out, get it together for y'all. But join us in 2 weeks. Same time, same place.
Well, is it going to be the same time? We were kind of early today.
Yeah, we were early today. Thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all tuned in early, we appreciate that.
Yes.
But yeah, it's typically 3:30. But yeah, we'll be here
Yeah, I guess we're out.
talking scary stuff. Yeah, we trying to end it. I think
Right.
Are we
The Thursday before you guys record,
Oh, wait.
on the
When does it?
14th?
14 to 15.
Okay.
Technically, y'all can go to the movie together.
My boyfriend already is like, this
You
is
don't
going to
go
be...
with him. You go
He's
with her.
gonna be
I
like,
want us to go to some type of event where we can record it on our phone.
like YouTubers.
They don't know me.
I think with some haunted houses, they let you record from a selfie standpoint, though,
Yeah.
to get your reaction.
I think you two should go together Friday afternoon and watch the movie.
We could.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out for y'all.
That being said, to everybody, bye.
Bye.
See y'all later. We love y'all. 2 weeks.
Thanks
Peace.
for tuning in.
Don't let her get away, Mommy. Don't let her live. I won't, Jason. I won't.